Ну что ж, всем привет, продолжаем проходить. Осталось два ивента, это основной, я так, ну, основной, можно сказать, ивент. И я так понял, фильм, ну да, фильм, который раньше был. Но я думаю, фильм можно под конец сделать, типа, как более расслабляющий. И пройти вот это основное. Что тут вообще есть? Пройдите. А, это музыка. Да. А может... Блять. Прикольно. На мужские, на женском. А то же самое. Блин. А вот тут я не знаю, может все-таки. Не, давайте основной все-таки. Или я не знаю, как лучше. Ну-ка, я кое-что сейчас проверю, секундочку, и начнем проходить. Так, я, наверное, все-таки, ну, раз уж тут музыка, скорее всего, будет, судя по вот этим, по нотам. Так что давайте все-таки, ну, я бы все-таки хотел это последним записать, ну, давайте это запишем, так уж и быть. Остальное потом напишем.
Me? I thought manager would be more interested in hearing about... I recently learned a special little craft from Suna. So, what do you think? It's a... Thank goodness. I was worried her phone would drop. Judging by the look on your face... As expected of a video store manager. Still, even though you knew, I guess you didn't want to spoil the viewing experience.
Don't you understand? Even if your kid wasn't trapped by the hollow, there's no way he would have made it. Stop fooling yourself!
For a mother, only what she sees with her own eyes is real. Besides, my child hasn't given up believing in his mother. His heartbeat gradually calmed down. He knew I would definitely find him.
Thanks for your concern, manager. Even when the child's chances of survival were slim, in her persistent questioning, rather than calling it bravery, I'd say everything she did was before her mind could even catch up. Her body. I totally get it. That fear, if anything were to happen to the girls of Angels of Delusion, even if it meant facing immense danger. Of course. Before the Hollow, humans are insignificant in the face of this disaster. That was such a great movie. I'm so thankful.
Я забыл какой. Сука, вот это, по-моему.
Oh my. What a heart-fluttering question. Romance, huh? To be honest, instead of listening to someone's confession, I'd much rather. The chocolate and syrup completely mask the taste of coffee beans. Angelina doesn't even like coffee at all, does she? Plot holes? I don't really see it. A girl who doesn't even like coffee insists on visiting a cafe every day. A foolish construct. But it's exactly these little...
Mr. Rob, is this latte art a habit of yours? Or a secret love letter?
Customer preferences detected. Double syrup with 0 loneliness concentration.
Never mind. I like it anyway.
Hey, are you sneaking a peek at me, little manager? It doesn't quite make my heart race the way that I imagined it would. Maybe it's because the plot just is. Or is it because you're simply too used to watching movies? Or maybe, is watching movies with me really the... That's more like it. My... I knew you'd feel the same way, little manager. People I perceive as cute people can perceive cute things the same. So cute. Compared to convoluted dialogue and pretentious force. Next time you get more sweet treats, be sure to recommend them. Movie reviews? Maybe it's best to... If I absolutely... The movie is simply adorable. And so is the person.
I didn't expect this many people at a midnight showing. Then again, I guess some people think horror movies hit different at... Can't say they're wrong. The air feels heavier after dark. Wise, coming here at this hour? You're braver than usual today. I see. Having company makes it easier to... But even if I weren't here, it's just a movie after all. It's not like we're actually rent. But if you do get scared, you can lean closer to me. That was fast. Though I suppose it never hurts to... All right, looks like it's about time. The movie... The strange creature in this movie is kind of interesting. It's not very powerful, but it knows how to... I was just thinking, what kind of techniques would I use? Or maybe I could let you handle it. It's good practice. Yes, something around that. Good chance to apply the techniques. What do you think, Wise? Why are you scooting away? I'm just If something like that really appeared, I'd handle it. All right. I'll stop. Judging by the pacing, the main plot...
You said some other guests were waiting for me in the lobby. But we're deep in the mountains. There shouldn't be anyone alive in this villa.
Well, they aren't exactly alive. But it's also true they're waiting for new guests. Just like the 47 other guests before you.
Huh? You mean they all... Who are you? What is this place?
You remember the meditation technique I taught you? When your thoughts start to wander, just stay focused and feel the... Like this. Let the unease fade away. Don't worry. Like I said, I'll stay right here. Good. I'm glad to hear that. This movie is... If it ever gets uncomfortable, don't force yourself. weren't the only one feeling tense. Quite a few people around. That creature in the movie isn't actually especially powerful, but it's good at using hints and atmosphere to stir up fear and unsettle people's minds. I wasn't scared, but I'll admit the plot was solid. That said, I do wish they'd explore the creature's unpredictable side more. Not really. If the creature's appearance had been depicted with greater nuance and realism, it could have served as useful reference material for you, Fufu, and the others. A proper... All right. I'm joking. Don't want you to shake your head. It's getting late. Watching something this... Once we leave the theater, you should head home. Watching a movie with you does feel a little... With someone familiar sitting next to you, all those... If you're up for it, we can come back and watch another...
Why do I love the Starlight Night?
Так, первый блин кома. Я уже проебался.
Roxy, you didn't miss the previous Starlight Night releases, did you? Starlight Night Seasons 1 through 3, Starlight Night The Other Night, Starlight Night... Every single one is a master... As expected of Starlight Nights, you...
Hey, who cares if we can't transform? We're not fighting just to become Starlight Knights.
We're just ordinary folks, but we all have a reason to find our courage.
The Starlight Knights aren't fighting this battle alone!
So even ordinary folks who keep pushing forward can become... I know they'll win! That scene where everyone's working towards the same goal, no matter how many times even ordinary people dared to take up arms and oh, but that nameless intelligent construct must be an Easter egg left by a future star. For all you Starlight Knight fans out there, this for those who aren't Starlight Knight fans yet. All in all, I highly recommend everyone to check out Starlight Knight.
Speaking of what... Huh? So you're telling me this story of a little bamboo team... The proxy business is super competitive these days, but it really does... Ooh, Wise, you look like you have something to say. Don't tell me that's not... Since I was wrong, guess you'll have to watch this movie with me to help me understand. Awesome! 7710 and Katie finally... What's wrong? Oh, was what I just said weird? I was just anxious for 7710 since I couldn't figure out what Katie was... I've been trying to guess what Katie's thinking too, whether she's hungry, but we should stay quiet at it.
A bamboo that mistakes kittens for rescue targets is clearly defective. I apologize, but we'll need to recall it. Don't worry, we're just gonna wipe its memory and reprogram it from scratch. Hey, what are you doing?
It saved Katie and got her out of the hollow! You can't read it like this! Katie, take 7710 and run!
For some reason, seeing the three of them forced apart makes my heart ache. So I was just thinking, I should team up with... Yeah, I know. Everyone told me the same thing when we... Besides, results that come after hard work and trouble are way more meaningful. you feel the same way? Oh, watching it get all flustered trying to figure out... Actually, I just looked up its real-life counterpart. In a way, I'm a defective product just like it. And creating such an ending in reality is what we should do. Right, Wise? Thanks, Wise. Proxy, I knew it was the right call to watch. Whether I'm a bamboo or a cat in the future, you'll be my adventure buddy either. Oh, yeah, even when we're not in public, I want to keep calling you Wise. That okay?
Так, вот это уже интересно, нахуй. Я видел трейлер с ней, это пиздец. Смотреть, сейчас с ней будет интересно.
Stray puppies, stray people, stray bamboo. Aren't they everywhere? When two meet, they settle things with a fight and the loser goes hungry. But fighting is exhausting, and puppies can be pretty sneaky. They often act all cute and sweet just to scam people for free food and drink. Wise, remember, don't let any puppy trick you. If you're gonna get tricked, it better be by me. What do we do? We're gonna get caught? I'm just a little pup. Wise, didn't you say this wasn't a horror movie? Being alone... But fighting... The off... Wise! What do we do? We're gonna get caught. That investigator gave me some food. Looks like he's not half bad. I can't get his scent through the screen, so I can't gauge... But judging by how he walks, even if he were a bad guy, he'd be a pretty... Then it's all good. It's too bad for him that he had to run into me. Like right now, when his paw's being held, it gives me this warm, fuzzy feeling. What about you? Do you immerse yourself in the... Well, don't be shy. I can lend you my hand.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
What? Come on, spit it out, spit it out! Oh, of course not. This is just another typical story set in a house. But I've never seen those kinds of ethereals in a hollow before. License? Why would an ethereal need a... Oh, I get it. They made them look cute on purpose so they wouldn't scare people. Boys, if you know where they shoot movies like this, you've gotta hook me up! I'm totally cut out to be this kind of villain. At least if it were me, I wouldn't be making such a mess while... You're right. Having reliable companions is super important. The investigator in the movie keeps suffering because that useless puppy Roz. If only the investigator could pick up a mercenary, put in a bit more effort, and who knows? You might even... How would you know if you don't try? I'm quite the expert at... Then we can just chill in the back, soak up some sun, and sip drinks while waiting. After all, I'm not some idiot who'd knowingly walk into danger and get myself killed. Wise, for my sake, don't you dare do anything like that. This was a flawless success. Not only did we find nothing, another day of slacking off under the boss's nose. And I can even apply to come back and investigate again.
Если честно, ожидал большего, но эти эмоции, блять. Еще мне иногда зубы так попирают, это прикольно, мне нравится. Сейчас все-таки я ожидал большего. Ну, как трейлер этого. Ну, следующей версии трейлер был все-таки прикольнее, чем. Да. Персонаж прикольный, но я даже не знаю, может я буду крутить, может нет. Хотя если смотреть по внешке, то, блять, что дальше все, блять, персонажи, блять, смешные больше. Нет, ну, персонаж, в принципе, прикольный, может буду крутить, если по возможности. Если стать нынешнее время, то нежелательно, конечно, крутить кого попало, но... В принципе, не страшно.
that obvious. Well, why else would I be? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much. These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh? Wow, that's my proxy. You knew exactly what I would. But seriously, a creature that can transform into anything at will? That's. You've got a point. The last time I went out to play with some kid. But if this creature could morph into his favorite apple, me.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand. It was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
That was quite the scene just now. But. I just touched you. If I were some kind of alien, then you should be worried about being completely. Huh? Uh-oh, you've completely turned the tables on. When you morph into me, just remember to feed Kama on time. Maybe because in this movie, there's more than... What you choose to believe becomes your truth behind... Just like when the alien decided to believe it was Doctor's... But come to think of it, don't you feel like people are shaped by those they... And if you think about it, our own world is just... I'm so happy you could watch my favorite movie. Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch. It somehow feels like I've pulled...
Disaster movies often dig into how fragile order is and put human in a speculative work that depicts the twilight of a civilization. But being able to rationally dissect the root causes of the One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude. Indeed, it matters not whether one be flesh or forged. Such loyalty itself may be enough to...
Stop terrorizing us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imaginations.
This isn't a gamble of probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
In the end, even the noblest resolve of one individual couldn't reverse the torrent as collective The power of this work lies in forcing viewers to confront the most fundamental. It is not about whether success is possible. It is about order, about loyalty, about... Thank you for watching this thought-provoking work with... Yes, it is a work that completely denies hope, but it also compels the viewer to contemplate what struck me most in this movie. But how our protagonist, the scientist, chose to bear the weight of and the loyalty displayed by her mechanical companion. To walk a path you know leads nowhere. Thank you for accompanying me to see this film. Carrot. It has reinforced my conviction that protecting such in collective chaos, the light of reason, but those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty, and thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less. And the snacks those people are munching on? I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. Oh my. This and this. I've heard. I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing compared to the delicate and refreshing snacks of Phylum Heights. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum-Tassin's, but every place has its own vibe. Like this popcorn, for example. Oh my, thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably... Everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open-air cinema back when I was a kid. I wonder if you've ever experienced something. Back then, there weren't many theaters around. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right? But snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting But when the plot gets emotional, everyone... Back then, I'd always quietly wipe... Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdote. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yum...
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little Bang Boo. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rubbed.
Oh no! Oh no!
Of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many. But this idea is pretty clever. If I swapped bodies with my picky little Bang Boo, everyone... That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work... Speaking of, I just remembered that the Bang Boo used... if only it could swap bodies with that little trope. For some deep insight or my take. It's loud, it's lively. You think so too? To me, movies are like Dim's. This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. It wasn't a big budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is... It won't stick with you forever, but it provides... Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the...
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was... Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews? You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords. Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out part, then again, even if I snuck in things like, I like you, manager! New songs, huh? Soon as But she basically crumpled them all into paper balls and stuffed the trash. Arya snuck a couple back and had me listen while she hummed along to the sheet music. At this rate, just give Suna a couple more days, and she should finally have something she's happy with real soon. Once she does, I'll have Arya record a few lines and send them to you. The rabbit baron appearing out of nowhere. The flowers in the garden. Everything about this place. The director's camera work is so detailed. Look! Lillian really did fall down the rabbit hole. With the amount of movies you've watched, manager, you probably already get... Oops. Sorry about that.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
Oh, don't... Before the... Right. What? Then again... You... But... Arya... At this... One... The rap... Everything... The Look... With the... Oop...
In a fairy tale wonderland.
Thanks. I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding this... hold on. Now that you mention... just as expected. Suna and Art... But how should I put this? Somehow this gives... Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Too bad I've never really been interested in profound truths, no matter how the... All I want is for Lillian to have a happy ending. Plus, Suna and Arya seem to be having a great time, too. Isn't that what fairy tales are all about? You're smiling, too. The one-sided collab between the...
Так, ну что ж, все мы посмотрели. Все, да, больше тут ничего. Ну-ка, что тут? Ладно. Ладно. Опа. Так, я так понял, все, да? Или это автомат? А, это что ли? Ой. А, это приглашение. Или нет, блядь, понял. Не понял. А, еще раз говорить? Лучше, по-моему. Так, теперь все, да? Да, теперь все. Так, ну, это мы прошли. Это мы тоже прошли. Ну, это у нас это. Теперь остался основной сюжет ивента. Так, ну что ж, давайте тогда увидимся в этом ивенте. Всем пока-пока.